Last week, we showed a report from Denise Lottie on the Pakistan floods. And what we are going to do here right now is just do a quick kind of summary of the issue and show part of that report. And then we're going to give you a great opportunity to make a difference in Pakistan. Let's go to the report.
Pakistan is a nation submerged, not only with water that has taken nearly 2,000 lives and displaced 20 million, but with fear, anxiety, and utter need. Though the waters are receding, the destruction has not let up. It's what aid agencies are calling the second wave. They warn the lack of food, medicine, and sanitation could create an even greater humanitarian disaster. What's worse, they say, is that the images and repeated appeals have failed to generate the donations needed.
Relief efforts have been steady but slow and cloaked in some controversy. Critics say those who need aid the most are simply not receiving it, among them Pakistan's minority Christian population. And that's why the local church, both here and abroad, is mobilizing to meet the deluge of need.
Pastor Peter Paul and his wife Jemima are going over their travel plans to bring aid to the local church in Pakistan. It's a church they were deeply part of before immigrating to Canada several years ago. They say threats and religious persecution forced them to flee. Though they've settled into their new home, they've never lost touch with their homeland. And the reports they're hearing aren't good.
If they would help, they will give priority to the Muslim people. Even Muslims are crying. They are not getting that much support. The second thing is, the people think that they are infidels. So they feel happy when they see Christians, they are dying and they are in suffering. So I believe that I have doubt if they could get hardly support from any kind of agencies.
That's why Pastor Paul is motivated to go, to bring resources to those who are cut off from the flow of aid. But generating resources here is hard too.
You know, we are a small church here, and we don't have much resources. Because I am immigrant, and we are trying to build here in Canada. So, but we are praying that the God gave us the resources that we can help people over there. So, people were, they have lost everything. I have a list of people, those who suffered, and they are staying in different schools, in different places, and they have lost everything.
He says his predominantly Urdu-speaking congregation has been distraught by what's happening. But like others, they have a distrust of donating to larger agencies. He says there's a perception of corruption and fear aid will be funneled through the Taliban.
If we wanted to help them, we should be very vigilant, and we should see where we are giving our money and support. That we need to choose a right person. I think people are afraid that if they are going to donate money, so maybe that money will go to the wrong-handed. They are afraid maybe Taliban will use that money, or who is going to use their resources.
That negative perception could explain why Canadians aren't quick to give to the crisis in Pakistan. An Angus Reid poll found while 38 of 100 Canadians said they helped the Haiti earthquake relief efforts, only 4% made a donation to aid Pakistan. This despite Ottawa's pledge to match private donations.
Now, we can understand why there's some reluctance, because, as I've said in the past, Pakistan suffers from an image deficit as it relates to the Taliban, as it relates to terrorism, Al-Qaeda, and all of that. But the fact is that these are real people facing real challenges. I can't imagine how we would feel if it were happening to us. And when your house has been wiped out, you're in refugee camps and or living in tents or just under a blanket, it's a horror for sure. And we responded to the Haiti disaster with great generosity, and we have been just waiting until the right time to do the same in Pakistan. Now, what's happened, Moira, because we are concerned, as the piece said, about money getting to where it needs to go. What we've done is we've identified a strong partner.
No, we're not broadcasting our delivery system.
No. There's a certain confidentiality factor there, but we are working with a large Canadian church denomination who have a strong infrastructure in Pakistan. And through this trusted partnership, they have assured us that the money that we raise for the Pakistan relief will in fact
reach those in need.
And here's the plan. Now we've got some information for you here. First of all, we're talking about emergency food kits. Now they're about $200. And what it includes is wheat flour, rice, cooking oil, and sugar, and the essentials for just survival for a family of 8. And it's a $200 expense, and it'll
be doubled.
Yeah, and it will be doubled by the Canadian government until the 3rd of October. So we've got a couple weeks before that matching program ends. And what you can do, if you would like to be a part of this, is just simply write us here at Box 15100, Burlington, Ontario, L7R4M2, or you can call 1-800-265-3100. And or you can log on to crossroads.ca/missions and just designate that this is for the Pakistan flood relief program of Crossroads Missions, and we will make sure that our major Canadian church partner receives those funds and thereby are applied in a positive way. So let me just remind you again, let's go back to the first page. It's a $200 food kit. It's an emergency food kit, wheat flour, rice, cooking oil, and sugar for a family of 8. And I would really challenge you to participate in this. And if you can't afford $200, do the best you can. There'll be a number of people, I'm sure, who can't afford $200, but we'll combine it. But if you can afford $200 or $400 or $600, by all means, please do so.
And this is time specific. This government matching is going to run out. So if the Lord is stirring your heart, this is the time to do it.